Good morning. Today on Customer States what? Customer States, when I was driving, I lost brakes out of nowhere. While you're there, perform multi-point inspection. Say no more. So we're looking around and I can tell you the washer fluid's at level. He must care about his car. The coolant, well, looks like it's seen better days. The battery, well, there's no fur grow. Oh yeah, there's a little bit right there, a little bit of corrosion growing, but there's more corrosion on the battery hold down than the actual terminal. Let's go a little further. I can tell you this much, guys, I had to put all that brake fluid in that reservoir there because it was in fact bone dry. I could not give this a pre-repair road test because the freaking vehicle had no brakes. So we get into the lift, get in the shop, and oh, would you look at that? I could see a valve cover leaking down onto the manifold. Oh, look at that. We got a heat shield just coming in contact with the exhaust. Beautiful. And of course, it looks like the vehicle sits, so you know who's in the car. I don't know if it's our man Feifel or if his cousin, freaking my man Two Holes, but somebody's living in this car. Wonderful. Alright guys, you know what comes next. Let's take it up top. So now that we took it up top, we're going to look around. We're going to look around at the freaking flavor on this truck. Oh my god. There's flavor everywhere. And not for nothing, look at this drain plug, guys. You want to see something? Look at that. Look at that. Hand tight, guys. Hand tight. When Goombas do oil changes, they create self-lubricating chassis systems that protect everything. So look at this shaft, guys. Oh, it starts off good, but then it gets a little lumpy. Just a little. So at one point, this vehicle did have a frame, but you know what? The freaking Goomba who did the vehicle, or the Goomba who replaced the frame, decided not to replace the brake lines that come with the parts. And look at that. What happened? This freaking brake line on the hard line bursted. Wonderful. Oh, but their frame's not rusting over here, but it's actually rusting everywhere else. These control arms were new at one point. Not anymore. Those shocks, those control arms have seen better days, guys. Much better days. That steering rack, look at those flavor chips. Look at that line. I look at it the wrong way, it's gonna piss on me. Oh boy. Alright guys, now that we're involved in this brake line repair, we have the full gas tank out and removed. And I just wanted to show you what a Goomba move is. They were doing a warranty repair and they never replaced the brake lines, and the brake line bursted right there. And I've done maybe 70 of these frames, and these brake lines you replace, and they clearly have not been replaced. Also, they broke this bolt coming out doing the frame, and they zip tied the e-brake line, but then the e-brake line is busted off the mount. What else? This side zip tied over here too. Also, on the gas tank, one of the fittings, one of the pinch fittings to the lines is all damaged. You freaking Goomba, now I gotta fix it and probably not get paid for it, because now my name and my tech number is on this repair order. So now I gotta make it right. Wonderful. So here we have the brake lines out of the vehicle. I cut them out in pieces, but I also did label. I labeled the top one So I know the short one in the back is the top one and the long one in the back is the bottom line. You can mess these up. Usually when I do a frame, I do them one at a time, but we're not doing a frame here. So we're going to install, or attempt to install, the bottom one first, and then the top one. I also removed an evap line here, just so I could gain some more access. I might even remove this one because I got to go up and over that, but we'll see. So let's fish in that bottom line. Alright guys, we're going to fish in the top line now, and make sure you put the line in correctly, guys, because there's a 50% chance of getting it wrong, and guess what? I installed the line all the way and it was incorrect. So let's get this line in. Start all the way from the front of the vehicle and slowly fish it up, back up a little bit. It goes above the frame, underneath an evap line here. Then it goes above the frame. You got to turn the line around a little bit and get it above that line there. And give it a good wiggle. Make sure it's not getting stuck on anything. Almost there. Almost there. Come on. Wiggle, wiggle. Let's get stuck on. Almost there. I'm on line. There we go. A little more. Let's get the shot over here now. Alright. Now we gotta get it above this harness, below that harness, and below this evap. And it has to rotate once it reaches back there. I'm fighting right here. Come on. Little by little. Come on. There we go. Now, brake lines are forgiving to a certain extent, guys. You can bend them if you need to, but preferably you don't want to. I didn't put them in backwards again, did I? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. That would have really sucked if I did it twice. Alright, come on. Right there. What am I getting stuck on now? Alright, that's kind of... Oh, I'm getting stuck on this line right here. Alright. That's about right where I want to be. Now I can maneuver the line where I need to go. Hey guys, we got them in. None of the lines are cross-threaded. I got brand new clips holding in the brake lines, and they're back in their original routing. Can you freaking believe that? Oh, I gotta tighten this guy up. It's a little whoop, whoop, whoop. Brand new brake lines back here too, guys. I'm probably gonna zip tie it to the mount here, because if I tried to break those free, they would break off the differential. So we got brand new brake lines here, brand new brake lines there, and brand new brake lines here. Very good. So we're gonna get all this tightened up, get the gas tank put back together, and then we gotta replace this left rear axle seals. Very good. Hey guys, one of the tips I can give you when the brake lines are fully installed, tweak them if you have to. Make sure that they're not touching the frame anywhere. As you can see, you don't... Oh, look, I just found a clip on the frame. Very good. Yeah, so you don't want the brake lines in contact with the frame, because it could cause a rub through, giggity, and then you're going to start leaking some fluids. Not good. Alright. Let's put the gas tank in. So guys, I gotta bleed these brakes, and I don't know what I did in a previous life to deserve this. I just want you to look at what's left of this bleeder screw. There is nothing left. I can't touch that. I'm not gonna touch that. No way. So you guys want to see how badly contaminated these shoes were? Look at that glisten. That is gear oil and brake dust coagulated into whatever the hell this paste is. So the shoes are Gugats. The drum, same thing. That will be able to clean. These shoes, man, that material is way too contaminated. This thing would never stop. So we got to replace the seal and O-ring. We got to get the axle out. There's 4 nuts in the back, giggity, that we got to get out. We got to unplug the wheel speed sensor. I may or may not keep the brake line on the cylinder because we did just bleed the brakes. So I don't know if I made a Goomba move or if I could work around it. Let's find out. Alright guys, we got all the shoes and hardware taken off, and you can see this area has seen better days. Now I'm going to give you guys another tip. Whenever you take shoes off, e-brake, sparking brake, whatever you want to call it, I place mine in my cart exactly how I took it apart. Spring on the bottom in that orientation. Same with here, and same with here. Alright, let's clean that backing plate up and get them seals out. Very good. Alright, so now we're all cleaned up. Now we're going to get that axle out. Alright, so we got the O-ring out. We got the axle seal out. We're going to clean and prep this surface. We're going to clean and prep this surface for the new O-ring and for the new axle seal. Okay guys, I want you to make a note. This is going to be a cool tip and trick right here. You take the old seal. If you don't have the special tool to install the new one, you just flip the old seal, put it on top, and tap around the old seal with the hammer, and it'll install the seal without damaging it. And also, once this seal is installed fully, it bottoms out onto the real differential housing, and now it is fully installed. So now we're going to install the O-ring here. We're going to clean up the axle housing. We're going to take this guy off from the old seal. And just if you guys were wondering how ABS sensors work, you see that ring right there? Each tooth represents, or each gap represents a square waveform. And here's the sensor right here. It reads every gap in that tooth ring, and that's how we get wheel speed, or that's how wheel speed is measured. As you can see, brand new seal, brand new O-ring, axle assembly, and backing plate all cleaned and prepped and ready for installation. Well, let's go. So here we have the brand new shoes with the brand new hardware all installed. The e-brake shoe is all adjusted, so now we just have to put the drum on. We gotta bleed this side again because we did disconnect the cylinder, and put the wheels on and give it a road test, guys. And this here glove kind of looks like my underwear. It's seen better days. Looks like there's one too many holes in it. Let's finish the repair, guys. Brand new brake lines, all installed from the center of the vehicle all the way to the back. Brake fluid exchange has been performed. Driver's side rear axle seals have been replaced. These are all the Gugats parts. We got some extremely contaminated shoes. We got some rusted out brake lines. And not to mention, I just want you guys to look at this beautiful trailer hitch wiring. That is beautiful. I've seen better wiring in walls of my house. Alright guys, till next time, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification for further content. I just wanted to point this out to you guys. You see that zip tie mod? You see that zip tie mod? You see that zip tie mod? When it works, it works.